As we continue to follow the compass south, we say goodbye to Uranquinty in New South Wales Riverina, and we head for Albury-Wodonga on the New South Wales-Victorian border.
So we're driving down the Hume at the moment, and we are sitting behind a van, and we are literally watching it go sideways, like diagonally down the highway. Really scary. It's the first major issue we've seen on the road in the last 6 months, but yeah, that was a bit interesting. Well, we made it to Albury, and we're off for our afternoon walk, and today we've got a little tag along. Likes to come walking with us wherever we're in town, so we always take him. He usually regrets it by the end of it, but he loves it to start with. Got these cool new hats from our friend Mitch. Check him out on socials, Mitch's Potbellies and More. If you're in the market for a dog cage or a potbelly stove or any sort of custom fabrication, fire pits, hit him up on his socials, and yeah, guaranteed you'll get some quality stuff from him. So thanks, Mitch.
Legend.
Something we've been debating on our travels has been getting a starling. Thought we'd wait as long as we could and see how we went, and we've done almost all of New South Wales now.
Pretty much.
So we spent 6 months travelling through New South Wales, and there was a few times where we just could not get any internet reception at all, which for me with work is no good. So on Wednesday night we bit the bullet, and 2 days later this baby turned up, and we're going to set it up.
Online.
Yay! Visibility is good.
Pointing
Yeah, they point south.
Righto, so we've hit an unexpected snag this morning. Just doing a bit of washing, and it's running through its cycle, and unfortunately she no drain. I think what I'm going to do now is pull it outside, plug it all in, and then we can have a play around with it and see if it's going to drain without making a bit of a mess. Got the washing machine outside now, and I've actually pulled the back open, as you can see, and this is the pump. So I pulled that open, and what we found is this little impeller that sits in here had actually come loose from the main drive. So I've reattached that, put it all back together. I've tested it and it's all working, so I'm now going to just reinstall that back in and hook all the hoses up, and hopefully that was all that was wrong. Like, it's probably no dice. You can hear it's running, and I'm currently draining water out of it, which has been the issue, but that's only being gravity fed at the moment. If I actually pick the hose up, you can hear that pump clicking and whirring. So got a couple of options. Going to have a look and see if I can get hold of a new pump. So been for a bit of a drive, looking for this pump, which is this one here. It is a little bit different. We were able to get this housing here, and we've actually screwed that onto the new pump. It is a little bit different because it's actually got these spade connections here rather than being built in like on the old one. but that's fine. It just means that we'll just need to wire a couple of spade connectors up, and it will sit slightly different. Instead of sitting like that, it's going to sit more like that, but that's no great stress. Out of trouble. About $35, better than about $350 for a new washing machine. So get this all plumbed in and back in the van. And a new pump has been wired up and reinstalled. So there it is, just down in that corner. Righto, so I think we've got that one sorted. Now I'm going to cart it back inside and turned on and make sure she's working. Fingers crossed we can actually get them washed and spun out and hung out. Success. Just in front. First load of washing through the refurbished washing machine, so hopefully she'll be good for a little bit longer yet. The next job, which is just a little bit of maintenance on the van. So we've got some grease nipples here on the suspension. That we'll just grease up and make sure we're in good nick. Get our grease gun. Just finished the awning, been going for just over an hour. It's come up pretty good, but I've just got this last little corner to go, and as you can see, that's how much of a difference it makes, giving this thing a good scrub. So let's get at it and get it finished, and we'll move on to the next job. Righto, that's it, thankfully. That's a job I don't want to have to do again soon. No doubt we will though, because we want to keep it spick and span. So there we go, there's the finished product.
It's 6 o'clock on a Friday night. We had the bike serviced earlier this week, so we thought that we'd jump on and take them for a spin while we had the opportunity. The weather's really beautiful tonight, and I'm regretting it already.
We've hardly even started yet, mate.
I'm gonna die. We made it all the way to the big balls. That's what the locals call them. I remember when they were put in and we didn't really understand them. Still don't get it, but they're there. I'm gonna get home.
Yeah, but you've got this pattern, right, where you go out 1,000,000 miles an hour and then you bitch and moan the whole way home.
I won't bitch and moan the whole way home.
Alright, famous last words.
Let's go.
Let's. You're in front because you can lead the way, mate. Go strong.
Use the force.
we're back home from our bike ride and had a chance to catch our breath, but we ended up doing about 30 k's on the bike, which was significantly longer than what I was expecting, and took a little bit of bribing to get Belinda home. What are you up to, mate?
Watching TV.
And?
Eating my bribe.
You are unreal, mate.
It's nice.
Oh, I bet it is. So is that what it's going to cost me every time we go for a bike ride, is it?
If you don't want me to whinge.
Yeah. There you go. See what I put up with?
Today. There's a lot of water around this area, and so they've got 12 gates open just trying to manage the levels in the Hugh Weir, and it's a really spectacular sight.
And I reckon every bloke and his dog's out here having a bit of a look. I've never seen so many people out here, so yeah, good stuff.